The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Corinthians.
Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So straight into the action.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. Schneider. Oh, good-looking ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Diaz. Diaz purring through the gears. And he can thump it away. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Bellingham. Schneider. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Gerrard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking tidy in possession here. Hazard. He's going for goal! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
That's headed upfield. That's a little off target. Hazard! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So they have it all to do again. It's full on! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! And here's Bellingham. And that's been decent chance! Goal! Corinthians! And they've got their lead back. Corinthians with the lead.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Torres. Oh, well played, well played. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! What about that from Fernando Torres? That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Partey. And it's Schneider. Great vision. Forlan. Shoots! Goal! Corinthians! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Shifted it to the flank. That's a sharp pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Silvestre. Gerrard. And here's Torres. Now it's Hazard. Bellingham. Oh, they can break here. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Torres receives it in a good position here. Schneider.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Minutes has been indicated.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Fernando Torres. Schneider. Now it's Forlan. He's got away. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bellingham. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Partey. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice looking ball. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Zanetti. Oh, great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Zanetti. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Otto made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Partey. The cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Manchester United really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And this is Forlan. Chance! But he's left disappointed.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
And it's Gerrard. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Hazard.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Takes on his marker. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's made its way to him. Now he's running away. Can he finish? It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Goes down, but nothing given. He's being urged to shoot. Rijkaard. Now it's Torres. Akanji cuts out the pass. Forlan. Oh, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. This time, surely! Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Hazard. Always goal side. Oh, nice touch. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. Back to within one. Interesting. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
He's in a great position here. Brilliantly cut out.
Corinthians really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gerrard. Howson. That has not gone well. And here's Mbappe. Looking for options. Bruno Fernandes! Well taken goal. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is that the decisive goal? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Please turn your attention to the screen.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
The local police.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things already rolling.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
And this is Hazard. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And they can counter here. And this is Cruyff. Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cruyff.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gerrard. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Cafu clears without hesitation. Nice looking ball. Pass is just off target. Buffon sends that a long way. De Rossi. Cruyff.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
De Rossi can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he get it through? Cross needs to be good. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. De Rossi spots it and intercepts. Mechelen are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Desai makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. Silvestre looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Hazard. He's had a shot! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Manchester United restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Gerrard. Silvestre. Cruyff. De Rossi. Taken back almost at once. Neymar. Panucci is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's found a way past. Brilliantly cut out. Gerrard. Azar. Distributed tidily. Now it's Stojkovic. And it's Zanetti. Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free, and he whips it in. Cleared away. Gerrard. And this is Ibrahimovic. Knocks it out wide. Looking to play him in.
1 minute added time.
Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass. Azar. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Manchester United will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. The second half is up and running.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Shot a goal! Neymar finds himself offside. Cafu proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's a key interception. Stojkovic and Zanetti. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Cruyff. Seedorf. Now it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary. No, that's been intercepted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's worked it through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So we've reached the hour mark. And this is Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival, Cafu. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Pressure coming in from all directions. Vermaelen. And he's there to retrieve it. Special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Into the lead once more. That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. The pass has gone astray. Cruyff is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Howson with a fine tackle. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gerrard. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. Thinks about the shot. The ball goes in. And that's the keeper's ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Zanetti. Tries to cross, getting up there! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's heaved it away. Picked out brilliantly. De Rossi. And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So things are underway. Mehdi Benatia, a near certain selection, a stalwart at both club and international level.
Well, he has the look of someone that no matter what questions are asked of him by the opposition attacks, he will have all the answers.
And so what are those standout qualities?
Well, I think his size and athleticism means it's very hard to get at him in the air. And while he's not that tenacious or aggressive, he certainly isn't rash. He's very confident, he's very composed on the ball too. So in short, he's a very well-rounded player, I would say.
Bonucci spots it and intercepts. Elise. And it's Gerrard. To Benatia. Juve. And it's Gerrard. And he's forced to go back. Olise. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And the through ball. And this is Hazard. He is through here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Stojkovic. Oh, it's come loose. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Now it's Olise. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Olise. To Gerrard. Van Basten. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. Stojkovic. Now he's got space here, and he welcomes great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that has been cleared. Gerrard. Olise. Olise going forward. Gerrard. For Olise. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shot could be on. Ah, that's a fine interception. Stojkovic.
This is the time you need that pace. Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, this looks sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. This looks promising. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Cruyff.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Gerrard. Time and again they are repelled. Rijkaard cuts it out. Bonucci. Olise. And it's Gerrard. And Mendes. Gerrard. Juve purring through the gears. It's not an especially good pass, that. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Those of you making their
Any
way
opinion
home
you'd
on
like to
public
express on the first half?
today,
Well,
please
I'm a
watch
little
the
bit
screen
worried
for
for
train
them
departure
and the way
times from
they've
all
looked
local major
in
stations.
transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Manchester United looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Bullish header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's a goal. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cannavaro is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Koundé, searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's clever.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was that.
It's Gerrard! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
The attendance for this match was
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
71,550.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. That'll be a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rijkaard getting this one clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Olise. And this is Van Basten. And it's Olmo. And that has left him in a heap. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Benatia promptly onto that, and that is that. Gerrard. Cannavaro clears it away. Gerrard. And Dani Olmo. Played out wide. And it's played in. Oh, good effort! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
It was wonderfully efficient. Hazard! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Manchester United with the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task.
Van Basten! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Van Basten clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Gerrard wins the duel this time, looking for options for movement, and it's made its way to him. Oh, that's it's Asa! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Jude, and it's Ødegaard. Out towards the flank. Good ball, good take. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. Back in business. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Stojkovic plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Threads one in. It's played through for him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's the throw. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koundé. And that will be it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everyone,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to Old
The excitement
Trafford.
already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I can really see this guy, Omar Marmoush, being an absolute nightmare for the defence here. He's a great all-round attacker who has good pace in behind, and that makes him very effective against teams that like to play compact low blocks. He's a great passer and dribbler and a very good poacher.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And here's Cruyff, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And this is Hazard. Well, they can break here. Hazard, Cruyff, and the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. It's a pretty loose pass. Cruyff going after that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Marmoush receives it in a good position here. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Zanetti is wide and looking to get onto this. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's gone for a throw-in. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Guimaraes. Göztepe are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Nicely weighted ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cruyff. Stojkovic. And it's been played through. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
He has a look up. So much time and space here. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Stojkovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Musiala. Quality ball. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Vitinha. Musiala. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. And he plays one through. He's shifting through the gears. And a shot! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that's another good win of the ball. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. The ball's gone astray. Garcia making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Goes for a shot! And that is going out for a goal kick. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Cruyff's he's rising! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Khan must save this. That is some save from Khan. He can't put it away.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Tepe have the chance to go the other way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Silvestre. Stojkovic. And it's Garcia. And here's Marmouche. Silvestre. That's it, 45 minutes up. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Time for our special lottery.
Manchester United sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stojkovic, and he's lost his decent chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Manchester United, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Bruno Guimaraes, Musiala. Defending was strong and firm. Hazard. Now it's Stojkovic. Towering header! Rafinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hazard. Rafinha. Now it's Musiala. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Hazard! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And now he has 2. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's picked and Cruyff! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Stojkovic, who's short. Good to pay. Looking to go forward now.
649.
That has been cut short. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. Now it's Balogun. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Good to pay, get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. And it's Gerrard! And he stuck it away. And that is goal number 20. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Now that's a fine challenge.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back any.
And he shoots! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Now this could be... Trife! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Bruno Guimaraes and Rafinha. And it's Musiala. Bruno Guimaraes. Cruyff. Great ball. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's tidy. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Gerrard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Hazard.
Kubasi has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Fernando Number 18.
Without the best in the keeper.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. O'Reilly concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is number 9, Messi.
Rijkaard, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Yellow or red? It is red. Tepe are going to be forced to play the rest of the game with just 7. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's fabulous. Rodri with the foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Oh, and he has been sent off.
Hello,
and that can only mean one thing.
We would like to
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Vitinha! Vitinha! And it's a goal!
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played out wide, that's where it came from. Steaming on goalwards.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gerrard.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Schlotterbeck getting this one clear.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe, and he's in on, and the shot! And one more try! That is decidedly lacking.
Ryan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Neymar. And that's been won straight back. He's on it, can he get away? And this is Neymar, shapes to shoot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Can he get it through? Look at the space here, there's the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Stojkovic, played out towards the right wing. He's found a way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And the through ball, now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, look at the space here. Rayon with the corner, there first. Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
That's good vision. It's Hazard!
Good save, keeper read that well.
Hazard might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Silvestre. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Oh, can he get onto this? Schlotterbeck cuts it out. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Howson makes the interception. And here's Hazard. Gerrard. Hazard. And the shot's on here. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! Manchester United are back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely spread. Yamal. Lovely feet. And he's there to get it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Gerrard. The ball has bounced loose now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's quick to return it. He's beaten the last, takes a shot! Schlotterbeck with the clearance. Shoots! Oh, it's come... Oh, what has happened here? And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Manchester United get the ball rolling in the second half. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, now he can run away with it. Chance, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Stood up well to him there. Mbappe! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, no joy this time. Gerrard. Azar. Xabi Alonso wins the duel this time. And here's Neymar. And it's made its way to him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Schlotterbeck deals with that comfortably. It's a pretty loose pass. Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Gerrard. Oh, they can break here. Cruyff being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Good ball, good take. Stojkovic engages and forces him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rijkaard. He's in a great position here. And it's pulled back. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to belt it away. Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. And he was alert to it. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Haaland. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. That's been slipped through. Stojkovic. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Yamal. Rijkaard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, nice one too. Very nice. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Stojkovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Vitinha. Gerrard. And here's it's Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal. And here's Mbappe. No way through, so... And the shot! Oh, good finish! And they're back in front!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Substitution on the field, number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the big chance! That's just playing it safe and simple.
Number 2,
Silvestre.
coming on the field.
Promising position. Cross goes in there. There's the header! And a truly agonising miss.
Stojkovic really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Number 9, Gerrard. Substitution.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Stojkovic. Zanetti. Stojkovic. Mateus. And he shoots! It's in! And right near the end, we have parity. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's a key interception. Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Ronaldo, seen as a player who can do little wrong at the moment. Much undoubtedly expected of him.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, Peter, that he's likely to be the standout threat. His form couldn't be any better right now, and he's thriving on the responsibility to lead that attacking line.
Jordi Alba just loves to go forward whenever he can. Odo, and the pass is intercepted. And it's Azar. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, great leap! And he's there to get it away. Rijkaard. Adriano. Conte. Hazard. Stojkovic. Nemecha, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard. And it's Azar.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Cristiano Ronaldo. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Jordi Alba is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he's looking to catch him up. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No way through. Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min scooting forward. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Impressive jump! Oh, off the bar! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Odo. Van Dijk. Odo. Pirlo. And claimed it back swiftly. Lovely bit of skill. It's Son Heung-min! Goal! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Como are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Pirlo. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Rivaldo, and that was nowhere near his best. Stojkovic conjures time and space where few can. Stojkovic. Jordi Alba.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has not gone well. Rivaldo. Gerrard wins the duel this time. Rivaldo. Pirlo. Stojkovic. And this is Gerrard. Great shot at goal! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Adriano proves just a little bit too strong. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jordi Alba.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Rijkaard. No, that's been intercepted. Conte has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never... And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. So your views on the first half?
Manchester United really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So straight into the second half. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's where it came from. Adriano! Adriano! Oh, just look at it!
Surprise, surprise. Who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Como have their lead. Nemecha produces the perfect tackle there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. The ball has bounced loose now. Como are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Driving through the middle. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Kante. Oh, he's all alone. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Como now in a position far more desirable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte. Rivaldo. Looking to play him in. And this is Rivaldo. Now that is a hefty challenge. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Looking for a runner. That's been cut out, well played. Conte. Nemecha. And it's Rivaldo. Adriano. And this is Kante. Otto has it in a wide position. Conte is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. Stojkovic has the space to scheme. That's a decent clearance. Silvestre. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's gone loose. And this is Ronaldo. Rivaldo. Son Heung-min. He's in a good position here. He's having a pop! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Numero 17. Numero 8.
Ekitike getting this one clear.
Il numero 30. Il numero
That has been
21.
cut short.
Il numero 5. Il numero
Como
10.
have the chance to go the other way.
Il numero 7. Cambio di giocatori.
And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a real chance missed. It's a pretty loose pass. Como have it back and can go again, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pirlo has it out wide and in space. Jordi Alba picks it up now. Oh, good block! Oh, it's come off the upright. Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Como visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He leaps for it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that is that. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way.